to meet you all personally here in Florence. This is the third virtual event that we are organizing due to the pandemic situation. So this is another challenge for us that sort of builds up on the experience we have created in the framework of the previous events that we organized online. But it is also an opportunity for us to innovate and experiment with this new online sharing experience that can work well. And it is also a lesson learned, because we see that we don't think that the world will go back exactly the way it was before. Hello, good morning. Before COVID. So I think that all these experience that we have developed in the framework of organizing virtual events will be maintained when we will finally go back to organizing face-to-face conferences. And now I will go on to some numbers about the conference. There are a total of 92 papers that will be presented in the framework of this event, and they have been organized in 9 thematic areas. A total of 179 participants are registered in the conference, representing 28 countries. As far as the geographical distribution of the event is concerned, you can see it here. I have to say that the active participation will be different depending on the time zone. So now I believe there are more participants from Europe and the east part of the world, while the west part of the world, usually participants from the western part of the world will join us later on today, depending, as I said, from the time zone. I would like to try a little experiment now, and I would like to ask the participants from Europe to please briefly turn on your cameras so that we can see you all. So if you are from Europe, can you briefly turn on your camera so that we can see you? And then the rest of the time, it's easier for the system if the cameras are off. Hello. So hi, nice to see you all. Hi. So we have participants from Europe. Nice to see you all. Hi. So as you can see here, there are organizations based really in all of the European countries that are attending the event today and tomorrow. So now I would like to ask if there are participants from, still participants from Europe. Hello. Hi, good to see you all. Now, hi, hello. It's nice to actually see you and see your maybe office or your houses. So we're visiting each other's houses and offices. And so now I'd like to ask the participants from Europe to please turn off your cameras, while I'd like to ask the participants from Asia to turn on your camera if you are currently online. Anybody from Asia? We have, as you can see from this map, participants from the east part of the world. Okay, hi, hello. So we have someone, just one for the moment, maybe. Hi, and welcome to the virtual event from Florence. Okay, so up until now we have only one participant from Asia. Where are you from? Maybe you can turn on your microphone because we cannot hear you. Can you open your mic? No.
Okay. I come from Thailand. Hi.
Thailand. Okay, nice. Beautiful country.
Nice
Hello.
to see all of you.
Okay. So thank you very much. And now I don't know if there's someone from North and South America. I don't think so because of the time, because now it's the middle of the night in North and South America. But in case there are participants from North or South America, please turn on your cameras now. No. Okay, so they will join us later on today, as it happened during the previous events. So going on, thank you for this. The participants, type of participating institutions that are joining the event. The majority, as always, the majority of participants is represented by higher education institutions. So 72% of the participants are universities, 12% are schools, and then the rest of the participants represent research center, private companies operating in the field of education or scientific science education. Oh, hello, Anne. Good to see you. Hi. Welcome from Sweden. Associations and public authorities. Okay, proceedings. The proceedings are currently being published. They will be available within a couple of weeks from now. They will be published as an ebook. They will be included in academia.edu and Google Scholar, and they will be sent to be reviewed for inclusion in the Web of Science Citation Index. I have to underline that the previous editions of the proceedings were included in the Web of Science Citation Index. The structure of the conference program. There will be synchronous presentation where the experts will present online and synchronously live. There will be a roundtable organized tomorrow morning from 9:30 up to 11. The roundtable will focus on STEM education through arts and mini games. This is part of this is a multiplier event that we are organizing in the framework of one of the science projects in which we are currently involved. There are poster presentations that they are available during these 2 days in the virtual rooms areas. And there are asynchronous presentations where the expert recorded their presentations that were uploaded on this section of the conference website, under the virtual presentation section of the conference website. Networking. It is possible at all times during the event to contact individual participants and to meet them in these virtual rooms. So at any time during the conference, you can contact the participants and chat with them in individual rooms. We have already tested this system. It works well. You have seen how it works. So I hope you will make use also of this tool for individual networking and for discussing with your colleagues during these 2 days. The timing. Each presentation will last 20 minutes in total, but consider that you have 15 minutes for the presentation itself, followed by 5 minutes for questions and answers. The questions can both be asked by the participant or they can be written on the chat that will be available during the presentations. Some information about video conferencing etiquette. When you're not speaking, we ask you to keep your camera off because it's easier for the system. Please keep your microphone muted when not speaking, but when you are asking a question, please open, of course, your microphone and your webcam. It is also, as I said, possible to ask you to write your questions in the chat, but I would say, based on our recent experience in the other 2 events we organized, it's nicer, it's better if you can turn on your camera when you're asking a question, and it's nicer if we can see you while you're asking your questions. Besides organizing this event, the New Perspective in Science Education Conference, we organize 2 other events, and these are the 2 that were already organized online. The next conference is the Future of Education Conference. The 11th edition of the event will be held on the 1st and 2nd of July. We are promoting it as a hybrid event where you can choose whether to participate in Florence or online. And we are hoping to have some of the participants here in Florence. So we're keeping our fingers crossed with the vaccine and everything that hopefully we will be able to have at least some of the participants here in Florence at the beginning of July. The next event, also offered as a hybrid event, that means participation either in Florence or online, is the Innovation in Language Learning Conference, and that will be organized mid-November this year. It will be the 14th edition. Now I have almost finished, so I'd like to thank, first of all, the Conference Scientific Committee. I know that some of you are here in this moment. I see your names. So thank you for helping us to assess the papers that were presented, to select them. So the contribution of the Conference Scientific Committee is really vital for the conference success. So thank you very much. I would also like to thank the moderators who have accepted to help us during these 2 days, introducing each of the speakers and moderating the questions and answer sessions. And of course, thank you all for being here in spite of the difficult situation, for being here online and for making it possible. So with your participation, we can still go on with these conferences. Now, while I have finished my presentation, I will give the word to our first speaker, to our keynote speaker, and that will be Derek Rain from the University of Leicester in the UK. And the title of the speech is University Science Education Today and Tomorrow. So the floor is yours. Thank you, Derek Rain.
Yes, I cannot see Derek Rain among the participants, and he might have some issues in participating. He probably knew that, so we have a backup presentation from him. So if Derek